5 quick wins that will work for your birth and baby business. My name's Anna LaGrange. Welcome to the Birth and Baby Business Show. I'm one half of Baba Business, the Birth and Baby Business Academy.
My name is Liz, and I'm the other half of Baba Business, the community membership for Birth and Baby Business. Okay, so the first quick win that we want to share with you is something that we actually did. I think it was last November, wasn't it, Anna? We were at a conference for business owners, and one of the speakers on the stage really encouraged everybody. She was talking about sales, and she said, get your phones out now and start message 10 people with an offer now. And so everybody got their phones out and we were sending messages. At the time, Anna and I were selling our planners, and we'd actually, we'd sold quite a lot of them. They'd done really, really well. And so between us, I got 5 names, Anna got 5 names, and we just started WhatsApping, messenger people on Facebook, any way we knew how, for people that were hot leads, and we made sales. How many did we actually make? It was quite a few in that really short space of time.
I want to say it was something like 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say we were really chuffed with it anyway, weren't we? We were very, very pleased. So don't underestimate the power of putting your offer directly in front of people who need it and, presumably want it as well. And it can feel a little bit uncomfortable, but if if you put yourself out there, then you're more likely to actually make the sales. And it was definitely a quick win in our book.
Yeah, definitely. I think as well, it's about how you say it. Like, you don't necessarily want to just go into someone's DMs and just any old person and just be like, oh, I've got this thing to sell. You want it to be somebody who you've been having conversations with, or you've picked as being somebody who you're sure wants to, is a good fit for it. Perhaps they've reached out to you before, perhaps they've talked about buying it before, or perhaps you just really have a sense that they're a great fit for that exact service or product. And say that to them. Say, I've got this service that's coming up and I just keep thinking it'd be such a great thing for you, or you'd really enjoy it, or you know what I mean? Just be really honest. We're not we don't want to be doing anything too, unethical and just jumping into any old person's DMs with a sales post. But it is a really quick win when you've got people in mind that you think your service would be great for. I've got one which is sort of from the Mindful Breastfeeding School. So I think the lesson here is just to make sure that you're really aligned with your services, with what you're offering, and also the pricing for it. And if it doesn't feel right, change it. Because for me, once I actually doubled the price overnight of both of my courses. I'd been given a bit of a confidence boost by some potential clients, people who had heard of my services and had said they wanted to book and they hadn't got around to it yet. And I don't know, it just gave me such a confidence boost. I was like, do you know what? I'm really going to start charging what I should do for both of these courses. And I doubled the prices and the sales just went off. And they really, obviously I was making more money because I was making more from each course. But also, it was just something around the energy of feeling good about what I was offering and the price I was getting for it. It's an exchange, isn't it? It's an energetic exchange, basically, when somebody pays for something that you're offering. And I think it was also just that side of things that I suddenly felt better about it. I felt less resentful that I was selling it for too low, that I wasn't making enough money. And that in itself actually brought more sales through the doors. And so for me, I wish I'd done it sooner, obviously. So definitely, if you have an inkling that something isn't priced high enough or priced right, or it's not packaged in quite the right way, make sure that your services do feel good. And that change really might have quite a shift for you in your business.
Yeah, 100%. Like, if you're selling something and you don't really feel like you're being compensated for the amount of time and effort you put into it, that is so going to show in your marketing. And then equally, if you're setting a price and you feel like, oh, nobody's going to pay this, it's so high, you're equally not, not going to be able to make the sales. And I would say that when you are setting a price and you feel a little bit uncomfortable, don't shy away from that. Actually lean into the value. Say, my value of my offering is this, and this is what everybody gets. Like, just, for your eyes, but also to be able to communicate that to your potential clients, and just see how much, like, every single thing, like all the hours you spend, the things you do in between, classes, or teaching them, or spending time with them, or whatever it is, every little, additional thing that you give them, like maybe it's a goodie bag, or maybe it's support, like in between classes, whatever it is, that goes towards the value, and that helps you to feel much more aligned and connected to it, which means that when you're actually going out there selling it, you're going to be selling much, much quicker.
Yeah,
So the other
100%.
thing that I really used to use when I was a hypnobirthing instructor is when people booked onto my hypnobirthing course, I would say, obviously, thanks so much for booking, and like get them signed up, etc. And then I would say to them, before you pay your balance, do you have any pregnant friends that would be interested? Because if they join this group, I'd happily give you, a 10% discount, or whatever it is. And so pregnant people know pregnant people. And so quite often they would, encourage a friend to join, or the friend might not be ready for that group, but they would join, sign up for the next group. And as long as they paid a deposit, I would honour the discount, etc. So, really, utilize the people that have booked onto your courses, to see if you can, get any further bookings from their friends, relatives, or colleagues.
Yeah, and you could also do it with past clients, couldn't you? You may not be able to offer
Yeah.
them, you might have something, you could be creative and offer them something, but also just using those people that have loved your services, especially if they've told you they've really enjoyed it, and reach out to them and just say, oh, if you have anyone who you think would enjoy the class, I know that you had a really good time there, and just that little reminder that
Yeah.
that for them to recommend you. And obviously creating an incentive as well is a great idea. I think another one for me is, we so often have people coming towards us in our business have told us, in one way or another, that they are interested in what we offer, and we do not follow them up. We kind of think,
Mhm.
oh, they're not really that interested after all. They've changed their mind, or they've found something better. We tell ourselves all these stories not to get back in touch with people. So following up on inquiries is such an important, it is a quick win, but it's just essential business action,
Yeah.
that you should be taking, following up on all your inquiries. And often it's going to be more than once. I mean, for most of us, our clients are extremely busy people. I used
Mhm.
the example a few months ago of this when I was shipping some stuff from the UK to South Africa, and I'd already decided which company I was going to go for. I liked them. I told them I was going to book with them, but I just hadn't got around to the booking. And this woman, she did not leave me alone, and it was good. I was actually really grateful, because I was like, oh yeah, I
Yeah.
need to do that this week. It just wasn't at the top of my head. I was so busy with Baba and
Mhm.
work and all sorts of other things, and it just wasn't something I was making time for. It wasn't that I didn't want to do it. I definitely I had to do it, but I wanted to book it with
Yeah.
them. So it wasn't anything negative about that company or that woman or anything. It was just that I kept forgetting. And so often, I don't know about you, Liz, but I'll quite often remind someone about something. We do it in Baba as well, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I want to do that, or oh, I keep forgetting, I haven't got around to it.
Mhm.
So just get into that mindset, almost like your own mindset as a buyer, and remember how often we
Mhm.
don't get around to booking something, or taking the action on something that we actually do want to do. It is our jobs as business owners
Yeah.
to go back to those people and just check in with them. Do you still want to do it? Do you still want to join us? It's going to be on this date. Had you remembered? Is there anything else you need to know? If they're not interested anymore, they will tell you, and then of course you leave them alone. We're not talking about like stalking people, or badgering them, or becoming a nuisance. But if they've stepped
Mhm.
towards you, liked what you do, inquired, sent an email, perhaps they've asked a question on social media, whatever it might be, then definitely go back to them and check in whether they want to book with you.
Definitely. And keep a list of these people as well, because we have very short memories, and we're busy people with a lot going on. So, you can forget that somebody's inquired or somebody had expressed an interest or had come towards you. So keep a running list, even if it's just on a notes app on your phone, or you might have something more sophisticated. It's just somewhere where you can go and you can look, yes, that person was interested. I'll see if they're interested in the next group or
Yeah.
next class or whatever. It can be really, really important. But the last one that we wanted to share, the last quick win, was actually when we were setting up Baba, which was last July 2023. And we actually didn't have we started setting up earlier, about April, wasn't it? But we actually didn't have the intention to launch until September 2023. So as we were like in the background doing all of the setting up, we also started surveying people who we thought were our ideal clients. We did a quick survey on Google, I think it was Google surveys, and we sent it out
Forms, yeah.
to probably, yeah, Google Forms. I think we sent it out to like I don't know now, was it like 50 people, 30 people? I don't know. We got about
Yeah.
40 odd replies, and the replies were so helpful in terms of helping us create Baba and making sure it was aligned with the people that we wanted to serve. We were like, hang on a minute. They've told us what they want, what they need. We're just sitting here waiting until September. So let's sell to them. So why not survey people? Why not put the word out there about what it is that you're offering in the form of a survey to make sure that you're giving people what they want, and then actually give it to them, like actually sell it to them. That was probably one of the quickest wins that we've had. We ended up with 20 odd members pretty much immediately as soon as we launched it. So don't be afraid of asking people what they want and then giving it to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And we put in with their really lovely discount for those people so that they always had. They were like our founding members. So, it was a real incentive for them to join. But at the same time, we basically listened to exactly what they wanted and created it for them. Even though we had an inkling, we had a sense that it was something that was very much needed. That kind of helped us. It gave us the confidence and the validation to run with the business and just really go for it. And I think, that it's something you should be doing all the time, is checking in with your potential audience, finding out what they're needing from you, and thinking about what you can offer them, and then actually offer it. Because so often we come up with ideas and then we don't follow through with them. So make sure you actually take that action and give it a go, because it could be your best business idea yet. So good luck with that. And I'd love you to let us know actually which of those quick wins are you going to go and have a go at in the next month, because we'd love to hear back from you. Come and share it with us on Instagram, and we'll pop it in the comments below on YouTube. And thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed this episode, please do share it, send us a review, subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Bye.